Attorney, diretsahan lang po tayo. Ano po ang argument ng inyo pong grupo kung bakit sinasabi nyo po na unconstitutional yung ginagawang impeachment proceedings sa Kamara?
Well, it is unconstitutional because at threshold level pa lang doon sa House Committee on Justice, the complaint should have been dismissed. Specifically, yung third complaint as well as the fourth complaint. Why? Because the third complaint violated the sacrosanct nature of an endorsement. If you will notice, yung second endorser na congressman, si Congresswoman De Lima. Yung third endorser, same pa rin, si Congresswoman De Lima. So sa third impeachment complaint, we believe that an endorsement is a sacrosanct function. The filing of a complaint serves as a constitutional filter. It is not a conveyor belt. It is not a process by which you draft complaints, and if you find that the first and second complaint are not so well organized and not so well written, you again endorse a third complaint. That is a violation of the non-forum shopping rule. So dapat na-dismiss na yon. Yung fourth complaint naman, violation din yun sa due process kasi what is good for the gander should be good for the goose. Yung impeachment complaint ni Presidente Marcos was dismissed on the ground of what's called this failure to state ultimate facts, because according to Rule 3, Section 5 of the Rules of Proceedings of the Committee on Justice, the complaint should contain statement of facts which constitute the offense. Yung mga allegations daw doon kay Presidente Marcos, hindi daw yung nag-amount to an impeachable crime of bribery, grave violation of the Constitution, and other high crimes, no? Kung in-apply yun kay Presidente Marcos, dapat in-apply din yun dito kay Vice President Sara Duterte. That is the mandate of the Equal Protection Clause of the 1987 Constitution. And then more importantly, dismissible na sana yun at threshold level. Ang ginawa pa nila, yung House Committee on Justice kasi, tama yon, determination of probable cause, pero hindi dapat na ikaw na yung investigator, ikaw na yung, mag-fishing expedition ka na, ikaw na yung magpasabina. Ginawa ba nila yun kay Presidente Marcos na impeachment complaint? Hindi. Nagpasabina ba sila doon sa pagdetermine ng sufficiency in substance doon sa kay Presidente Marcos? Hindi. Kaya nga, kung anong in-apply nila doon kay Presidente Marcos, dito rin, nagiging nagkandak na sila ng fishing expedition na bawal yun. Maski nga mga corporation na hindi na state doon sa complaint, sinali na nila. So it has become a very expansive investigative process which is no longer within the function of the House Committee on Justice. Kung kulang yung complaint, di kulang, i-dismiss nila. Hindi yung sila na yung magiging investigator, sila na yung nangangalap ng ebidensya. Mali yun. Kung hindi nila in-apply yun kay Presidente Marcos, dapat hindi rin yun i-apply kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Ang amin dito, yes, there should be accountability. But then again, the Vice President already explained everything in the past about what happened with her funds. No? This is a question of constitutional limits. Accountability, questions of accountability should be determined in accordance with constitutional limits such that due process must still be observed.
Para sa inyo po ba, Attorney, hanggang saan lang ba dapat ang mandato ng Kamara or ng House Justice Sige po.
Nandun lang yun sa 1987 Constitution, nakamandate dun sa Article 11, Section 3 thereof. Dapat, kung ano yung nakalagay doon sa complaint, i-assess nila sufficient in form and in substance ba ito. Di mag-render na kaagad sila ng report kung meron ngang sufficiency in substance. If there is a need for a hearing for clarification of the matters that are stated in the complaint, well, I may concede that it may be done, but if you will now accordingly subpoena for documents which are not existing in the complaint, you will subpoena for evidences from certain corporations which are not even stated in the complaint, you are already committing grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction. So kaya, yung katangahan nila, huwag nila isisi sa amin. Kasi kami nagmamasid, bumoto kami ni VP Sara Duterte. Alam nga naman, i-allow namin yan to continue when there is a grave constitutional violation. So dapat, kami din, mag-file kami ng kaso. Mahal na mahal namin si VP Sara Duterte. Binoto namin 32 million. Tapos babastusin lang ng ilang congressman na dapat nga, sana sila pa yung nag-file ng complaint, ha? Dapat neutral sila on the level of Committee on Justice. Sila pa ang mag-determine ngayon kung may Committee on Substance. Ano yan? Sila yung nag-file ng complaint, tapos sila pa ang magdidesisyon. Basic dictates of fairness and what you call this, neutrality should have commanded na nag-inhibit muna sila. Silang nandun, napaka-active. Oo, sila pa yung pinakamaingay doon. Bawal na bawal sana yun. Ginawa nila. Anong gagawin ni Attorney Torion? Dekano tayo ng law school. Hindi tayo, I could not tolerate that when there is a grave constitutional violation. Maski hindi kami nakipag-coordinate doon kay VP Sara Duterte in our capacity as citizens and taxpayers, we will file it. Nobody can prevent us because it is our right within Article 8, Section 1 of the 1987 Constitution. Being a citizen, a particle of sovereignty, we have the right to file that case.